It's time to record. It's time to record. It's time to record another video. Hello, everybody. My name is Jenny, and today I'm going to be talking about me being on HRT. So I've been on HRT for about a year and a half, and it's been a wild journey. I can tell you that much. So I ended up going through a informed consent clinic, which is basically a place that you go to and they give you like a disclaimer saying, hey, this is what you should expect from your treatment. This is what should happen. These are maybe some of the complications that might happen. Do you understand? And they give you a whole list of things that could happen, or all the different effects, both temporary, permanent, and the timeline of like how long it'll take for things to become permanent, or whatever the case may be. So I went with that model of care. I decided I wanted to actually go with monotherapy, which is basically you don't take any androgen blockers, and you use the estrogen to actually tell the body, hey, stop producing testosterone. We have enough estrogen in our body to be able to run off of that. So stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. And it does the thing for quite a few people, actually. I don't think a lot of people know about monotherapy and that it's an actual thing that you can do. I wanted to be on very little medication as possible because I wanted to not stress my body too much. So I actually chickened out the first time that I went to the clinic. I got scared and I needed some time to kind of contemplate some things, make sure that this was actually the right thing for me to do, make sure that I was actually committed to doing this. And I took about a month or two and came back and we did the thing. They prescribed me 2 milligrams of estrogen a day and started the whole process. Now, one thing that did scare me off the bat is I started having headaches, because whenever you mess with your hormones, it can give you some headaches, which is a normal thing. But they went away after about a week or two, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was a bit of a scare. And it did worry me, like, did I just make a mistake? Is this not going to be right for me? Is my body not, like, handling this properly? Or is it, like, just going off the rails? I didn't know what to expect. This is, like, a huge thing. But it was fine. It was fine. As far as emotions, like, I didn't really feel much of a difference in the first 3 months. I did have some mild mood swings, but I was on such a low dose of estrogen that it really didn't do much for me, which is completely normal. I was honestly being very, very, very impatient, like every trans woman probably is. It's like, where's my boobs? Where are my boobs? Where are they? Why are they not here? Who took them? So around the 3-month mark, my emotions actually did ramp up quite a bit. I started having a lot more mood swings. I started to be able to cry easier. I ended up actually getting my estrogen upped by 2 more milligrams, so I was up by 4. I was up to 4, and we actually saw my testosterone start to go down. It was being slow, but it was starting to go down, and my estrogen starting to go up. So the therapy was working, it was doing its thing, and, you know, I started feeling more and more as we upped the dosage. Now I got another headache that lasted for about a week. It sucked. It always did. Every time I got my medication upped, it sucked. I noticed some breast tenderness, and when I investigated, I realized I was having breast budding. Also, if you're wondering why I'm having to talk so quiet about this stuff, I still live in a homophobic household, so if I talk about some of this stuff, I have to kind of keep it on the DL, you know? Anyway, but one of the biggest differences that I noticed was my libido. It kind of went straight down into the gutter. Completely gone. I had none left. I had no libido left. Nothing at all. I did not crave anything schmexy. I did not want to do anything schmexy. And I kind of missed it. I really did miss it. And this kept going on until later on. And even though I was still seeing breast budding, I was being very, very impatient. If there's one piece of advice I can give other girlies out there, do not be impatient. Stop it. Stop it. No. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. It'll happen eventually, hopefully. But when it does happen, You're gonna look back and be like, why wasn't I more patient? Why wasn't I more patient? You will get the boobies eventually. I should actually mention this. Your mileage may vary. Everybody's mileage will vary. Nobody has the same results. A good little gauge of how much breast growth you should expect and all that kind of stuff is actually look at your biological sisters and mother and see what they got, and you will probably have something very, very similar. If you are a bit older, like I am, you'll probably have to expect 1 cup size less. Now, none of this is guaranteed at all. It comes down to your genetics. It comes down to your paw print on your DNA. See, my paw print is probably different than yours, and it's probably different from my mom's too. So again, your mileage may vary. And also, be patient. So, we're skipping to month 6. So what happened here is basically they upped me by 2 more milligrams of estrogen. We saw my testosterone go way down into the gutter, which is where it belongs. And then we saw my estrogen to go way up. So I was within cis female range and everything was good. And I started seeing some significant breast growth. Finally. However, my emotions started to get pretty intense. Turns out, when you change up your hormones to be more feminine-like, if you repressed a lot of mental issues, they kind of rear their very, 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 very ugly heads. And they tell you, if you don't deal with it, we're gonna get worse. So I had to deal with that. So not only was I dealing with becoming more girly and having to deal with a new way of life, but also my emotions decided to go crazy. I was being a crazy bean. So I had to actually go seek some help. And I got treated. Everything's good now. Everything's great. But there was a period of time where I was a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Not too bad, but I was a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So just be aware of that. If you have some mental issues, expect them to get a little worse, and you may have to go seek treatment for them because they don't care about your feelings. If you have depression, anxiety, or something else, you're going for a ride. So my doctor and I ended up bringing up progesterone, and we were talking about it, and I decided it was a little bit too early at the 6-month mark to do it. I wanted my breast to develop a little bit more naturally before we decided to do that. I wanted to give them more time to develop, to build certain structures before we end up putting all that into the mix. This time I decided to be patient. For once, I was being patient. I was letting my body do its thing. So around the 7.5 month mark, I ended up actually getting on progesterone. And this changed everything. Everything! I'm disappearing into the pillows. Goodbye. It changed everything. I started having significant breast growth. I started to have massive libido spikes. It was a bit interesting. It's still interesting even now. Yeah, I was a little energetic in that sense. My energy levels skyrocketed. My mental health did actually improve because my libido came back. But one of the biggest differences is right up in the noggin. The noggin changed. The noggin kinda was wanting certain things that couldn't biologically happen. They can't biologically happen with me. I don't have those parts. You kinda start having certain fantasies. That's as much as I'll say. You start to have certain fantasies. You start thinking differently. Oh, and on top of that, you work differently now. You work differently. At least I do now. You have to go about the business a little differently because the brain can't just do the thing. It wants different things now. I'll let you figure that out on your own. I can't talk about that safely here on YouTube. But yeah, you can't go about the thing, the very schmexy thing, the same way you did before. I mean, you might be able to, but things might function a little differently. Also, what I did see is the beans. Certain things get smaller. Certain things do get smaller, and you just have to accept it. And that's about all I'm going to say. Um, this is really embarrassing to talk about, but it's necessary. It's so necessary. I'm just trying to tell y'all what to expect, okay? Okay. Whoa, where'd I go? Oh, also, I think I was actually having some hip pain at one point. I'm not sure if that's because my hips were growing or something, or if that's just me getting old. That's up for interpretation. But I think your hips actually can grow from what I've heard. Don't take that as fact. I have no idea, but I heard it's something that could happen. I don't know. So, we're on to present day. So, I have seen significant boobage. I have the boobies. I cannot hide them easily if I wanted to. I kind of like showing them off, especially when I'm at work or out in public, with modesty. From what the measurement says, it says that I'm like a C cup or something, but it does not fit like that. Like, one thing that I've noticed is like, this might change later on, but my boobies do not fit correctly into bras. I haven't got them professionally fitted for anything, but they don't fit properly. It says that I'm a C cup. If I'm doing my measurements correctly, I could be wrong. But they just don't fit with certain push-up bras. I don't know why that is. So I just wear sports bras all the time. It's just what happens, and it's practical that way. So bleh. And another thing you do have to expect is breast growth is measured in Tanner stages, and you will only get to a certain Tanner stage. It's very rare for you to go fully feminized, like the full shape and everything. It's very rare for that to happen. It can happen. You can get to, I believe it's Tanner stage 5. I could be wrong. You can get up to that level, but it is very rare. So, certain things might fit differently. You may have to get certain customized clothing. It just depends. For me, nothing fits right, and I kind of have to make stuff up as I go, so... So, emotionally, I have stabilized, especially ever since I got out and seeked help. I got what I needed to be able to function like a normal human being. And I have seen such an energy increase. I have seen such an emotional increase. Like, I feel so good now. I become so girly. And the thoughts that are going through my head with my relationship are so much different than they were as a cis guy. And I feel like a teenage girl. Like, emotionally, you do regress in age quite a bit. I feel like a teenage girl. I really do. I keep thinking about, like, what it would be like going to prom and stuff. I keep thinking, like, what it would be like to try on those dresses and do all, like, the stuff that I got to miss out as a child, you know? My emotions, whenever I get frustrated, I end up crying a lot more. Like, when I'm at work and I get frustrated about something, I'm more likely to cry than I am to rage. Like, it's almost like a 50-50 balance now with, like, rage and crying, you know? I had that happen yesterday where I'm just like, I'm about to cry. I can't do this right now. I can't cry. Don't cry. Girl brain is definitely a thing whenever you get past a year of estrogen. Your brain starts changing a lot, and I like it a lot. I like the way that my body works now. I like the way that my brain works now. I like the way that things are starting to look now. I am still a long way from where I want to be, but like I said, I got boobies now at the very least, and I like it. And it definitely changed more than my body. HRT changed more than my body. It did change my experience of life. Like, everything just seems more intense now. Both, like, everything's more vibrant. Everything's more, like, you experience a lot more, both good and bad. It is a lot to take in at times, but in the end, I think it was worth it for me. I I'm very happy. So that's what it's been like for me being on HRT for the last almost year and a half now. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. I want to hear from y'all so freaking bad. I do respond to the comments. Sometimes I might forget, but I will get to you. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more, because I am going to be trying to post twice a week. I'm going to post at least once a week. I'm giving the two videos a week a try for a while, though. I'm really putting in some effort into this channel. I'm really enjoying talking about this stuff and reaching out to y'all. And I do want to do more fun content. Like, I have a lot of fun content on the way and a lot of good topics to talk about. So anyway, I hope y'all have a good day. I hope some of y'all have a good transition. Be patient, let the body do its thing. Your mileage may vary, but let the body do its thing. Eventually, you'll see something happen. Anyway, before I go, you know what this is. Nom! I don't know why I do that, it's just fun. You like HRT, don't you? I'm sorry, I had to do it.